and say, enough is enough. Okay, we got to stand up and say, enough is enough. No more of this. Okay? No more of this. And this is the problem. People don't want to stand up. People don't want to be accountable for anything. You see? And that's why everything is out of whack. And believe me, man, if you let it go along for one person, then they're going to do it to somebody else. On one hand. And see, a lot of y'all ain't never been cheated on. See, that's the problem. A lot of y'all personally have never been cheated on. Nobody ever did y'all wrong. See, until you've been in that position where somebody has done you wrong, then you will know how that feels. See, most folk have never experienced injustice before on any level. And this is injustice. I'm not a Joe Rogan fan. Let me clarify this. I am not a Joe Rogan supporter, but I am a supporter of right and wrong. And it's wrong to take down his stuff and leave other stuff up. Okay? All right? So no, I'm not, man. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you're going to take his stuff down because it's offensive, then you need to take down everybody's stuff that's offensive. See, this is all I'm saying. If you find that Joe Rogan's use of the N-word is offensive, man, you need to go to that music and pull all of that music that glorifies death, sex, and drugs. You won't pull that, and they killing each other. At least ain't none of Joe Rogan supporters went out and killed nobody. These cats out killing each other with this music. That's all they talk about is death. If you listen to them, that's all they talk about is death, killing each other. But you don't find that offensive because you're making millions of dollars off of it, man. See, you're making millions of dollars. That's how you paying Joe Rogan. See, quiet as kept. Yeah, you know, look at all of the derogatory names. And what they do is they take your daughters and your granddaughters, use them, abuse them, and dump them back among us as damaged good. Okay? No. See, because they live out their music. If you look at these rappers, man, every time you see them, they always shooting. Always talking about shooting somebody. Listen to them. Watch their hand gestures. They always talking about shooting somebody. And what's happening? They all end up getting killed. They end up killing each other over some dumb shit. Okay? So we need to start a nationwide. Maybe this is how we can finally turn this madness around. They say out of everything bad comes something good. Okay? This is what they say. Out of everything bad, so maybe the good thing to come out of this, man, we can finally get rid of some of this music that is so disrespectful. You know, maybe this is how we can get rid of some of this music. Because it ain't producing nothing but death. You see, all of this music, they're talking, at least I can give Joe Rogan credit for this. Okay? He was trying to save people with his information. Okay? And see, and the problem I have is this. See, with all of you vaccine people, y'all don't see but one solution to the problem. That's the problem I have with the vaccine folk. See, they only see one solution to the problem, and there ain't no other alternatives. And they don't even want you to entertain any other alternative. Like, all this plate is mine. And can't nobody else get none of. That's basically what they saying. When they tell you ain't no other alternatives to this COVID, they're saying to you, listen, everything on this plate is mine, and I ain't sharing it with nobody. See, because if I start looking at other alternatives, I got to share something off my plate with somebody else. And see, right now, they don't want to share. So it's my way or the highway. All right? And people still dying that's been vaccinated. What's your excuse for that? You see, people that have been vaccinated fully with booster shots done died from COVID. Why did they get? What happened? What happened? Why did they die? But yet you don't want to entertain no other alternatives. See. Let me say something. Let me say something, y'all. If you trust your immune system, I think you should roll the dice. If you trust your immune system, I think you should roll the dice with this COVID. If you don't trust your immune system, motherfucker, you need to be the first one in line. Let me say that shit again. If you don't trust your immune system, motherfucker, you need to be the first one in line. Okay? It's just that simple. I'm not preaching against no vaccine. I'm just saying, man, I find it interesting that ain't no other options to solve this. I'm just finding it interesting. You got more than one way to do everything in this world. But when it comes to COVID, it ain't but one way to do it. But everything else has more than one way. Okay? Everything else has more than one solution to it, but this virus. See, that's the problem I had. Okay? This is the problem I had. You telling me ain't no other solutions to this but what we've come up with. And your solution ain't working because people still dying. I mean, it's just that simple, man. So yes, if you trust your immune system, man, roll the damn dice. If you don't trust your immune system, your ass better go. You need to be the first one in line. That it's just that simple. Okay? It's just that simple, man. Because ladies and gentlemen, think about this for 1 second. I want you to think about this for 1 second. If your immune system is working, why you got to break it down to make it work when it's already working? Let me ask that question again. If your immune system is working, why do you have to break it down to make it work when it's already working? So now you got to tell me you got to break it down? You got to make me sick in order for my immune system is already working. But now I got to get sick from something that you inject in me. to make my immune system work, and it's already working. This is what I'm trying to it's already working. Why do I have to inject myself if my immune system is working? And when you ask these questions, then you're not patriotic. Because I ask a question, I'm not patriotic. And see, and this is just like I'm asking a question about Spotify. Wait a minute. You trying to tell me that Joe Rogan use of the N-word is offensive, but this music is not offensive? I mean, think about that, y'all. It has come now, it's coming now where we can't even ask questions. This is how bad this thing has gotten. We can't even ask questions now without being demonized ourselves. Okay, just because we trying to get some clarity. Let me understand. I don't have nothing against vaccines, but let me understand what I'm doing. You know, listen, I don't care who you are. Anytime you got to rush to do something, you're going to make a mistake. Let me say that again. I don't care who you are. Anytime you have to rush to do something, a mistake is going to be made, man. And look at how they rush people. And they hadn't even done all the trials yet. Okay? Look at how they rush people. And they hadn't even done trials. And here's the biggest thing that what concerns me is this. None of these companies can be liable. None of them can be held liable. If you get a shot and something happened, you had an adverse reaction to this shot, you can't sue nobody. You ain't gonna sue nobody. You can't sue nobody because they took away your right to be able to file a claim. Why is that? If everything is legit, why can't I defend myself if something happened? Why is that? See, there are too many questions, man. And listen to me. A lot of folk are going along with this COVID thing because they have to. That's none of your business what I am. That's none of your business. That's none of your business what I am. Are you vaccinated? That's none of your business. What your status is your business. It's just that simple. I don't think you should have to go around and prove what your status is. Okay? And see, and it's coming to a point now, man, you can't do nothing unless you vaccinated. You can't go to the movies, you can't go to restaurants, you can't go into nothing, man, unless you got this card. So come on, what's up with this? And see, no, man, listen, whatever your status is, that's your business. That's your business. What your status is. I had a guy I had a guy walk up to me and said, "Why are you wearing a mask?" I said, "Because it's my choice." "Why aren't you wearing one?" He said, "Well, it's my choice." I said, "Well, fine, we on the same page. You ain't wearing one because it's your choice. I put one on because it's my choice. That's all it is, man. And it's your choice. It's your choice what you want to do. Who can tell you how to protect you? Let me ask that question. See, who can tell you how to protect you? Just cause you comfortable with not having a mask on out in a crowd, don't mean somebody else need to have that same comfort. And see, and people and people, listen to me, y'all. We need to be able to ask questions and get the right answers. And right now, we can't ask the right questions and get the right answers. Answers all over the place, man. You know, first you need a mask, then you don't. Now you need a shot, then you got to have a booster. Wait a minute. First, it was the vaccine. Then after you got the vaccine and all these variants started, now you need all these boosters that you got to have to make the vaccine work. And people still say, wait a minute, something is off. Something is off. If people still dying from COVID that's been vaccinated, why is that? Why is that? Why are people still dying? Okay? Why is that? And if you can still get it and you've been vaccinated, why were you vaccinated? Okay? And once again, man, I mean, so so I'm just asking, only question I'm asking is, you gonna tell me ain't no other alternatives? There are no natural alternatives for this? I mean, think about it, man. You gonna tell me that the only alternative for this, the solution, is a vaccine? There are no natural alternatives. There's nothing you can do to boost your immune system to protect you. And see, this is what we don't talk about. See, people eating. Let me tell y'all something. Listen to me. Listen to me, y'all. All this McDonald's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Subway, all of that is processed foods. And processed foods is what's killing us. Okay? Processed food is what's killing us. Oh, I'm not a doctor. I'm not, I use common sense. I don't have a medical degree. I use common sense. I'm 69 years old. So that right there. I can tell you how my diet has been over the years. And I know I don't look 69 years old. I do know that. I don't look my age. Yes, in some cases it does. I got a person over here says, does common sense trump scientific expertise? Absolutely. 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 Common sense can trump everything. Just because it's scientific don't make it right. See, this is my point. See, everybody want to make like science don't make mistakes. You see what I'm saying? You know, hey man, if I am, why are you up in here? Goodbye. Go. Yeah, leave. See ya. Get gone. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every time you don't want to agree with them, then you crazy. You a nut. You see, when you start asking questions, you ain't rap tight because you supposed to totally believe in the science. And see, science ain't been too kind to the black race, I might add. Let me say that again. See, science ain't been kind to the black race. Look at the Tuskegee experiment. That was science, where they gave black men syphilis and didn't treat it so that they can see what's gonna happen. Okay? So and I'm not giving out any medical advice either. Okay? That's another thing. I ain't giving out no medical advice. I ain't telling you what to take and what to eat and all that other stuff. All right? I'm just telling you, man, there's more than one way to solve this problem. That's all I'm saying. We need to look at some other alternatives as solutions to this. Okay? All right? Oh no, I ain't giving out no medical advice, man. Shit, no, y'all do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. Go on, do what you want to do. Only advice I can give you is this. Man, if you trust your immune system, roll the dice. If you don't trust your immune system, you need to have your ass the first one in line. If you don't trust your immune system, you need to be the first one in line. It's just that simple. Okay? It's just that simple, man. And see, you know, this is maybe call it superstition or whatever. But see, listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. In 2022, what's predicated on the status of the mother in America is welfare. If that woman is single, she can have as many babies as she wants, as long as that man ain't in the house overnight with her. The government gonna give her some benefits, some food stamps. So now you're developing a mindset of some people from generation to generation that's getting something for nothing. Okay? For nothing. Slavery. And see, and that's how people get people entrapped with something for nothing. And you look at man, look at all this money they was giving away for people to go get a shot. Who paying for that? Who paying for that? And you can't get something for nothing. Somebody got to pay for it. Who paying for it? All this free stuff they've been giving away to get. Who paying for that? Ludwig, you see you listen, little dick white boy. Don't come up in here with your bullshit. I told you that's the system designed for slavery. For that mindset of something for nothing is slavery. What is it about that you don't understand, little dick? What is it about that you don't understand? I kept telling you that's a mindset. That's slavery, getting something for nothing. So now what's your point? What's your point? And this is what we got to deal with, man. We got to deal with this mindset. And just listen to me. What does it say about all of the corporations that take advantage of some benefits, Ludwig? You act like that people are on welfare are the only ones that take advantage of the situation. Man, you got corporations that are on welfare taking advantage of the situation. I don't see you pointing them out. And they making billions of dollars, Ludwig. Why aren't you pointing them out? But you want to point out some poor black folk. Okay? Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, what's going on, girl? What's happening with you? Uh um but I'm saying, man, we need to boycott. We need to boycott until Spotify. If Spotify gonna take down Joe Rogan stuff, then they need to take down all that music too. That's what's going on, girl. How you doing? Uh uh. Well, I got a question. This guy asked me, said, not only blacks but whites doing this too. Why are you bringing race into it? Because see, society say black men don't want to be fathers because of welfare. That's why I'm bringing race into it. The federal government say black man make as many babies as you want with as many different women as you want. As long as you ain't in the house overnight, I got your back. And then society will turn around and say black men don't want to be fathers. But the federal government say, man, make as many babies as you want. Just don't stay in the house overnight. I got you. That's why I'm bringing race into it. And then when you talk about welfare, the first face they're going to attach to it is a black face. And it's more white folk on welfare than black people. Let me say that again. See, it's more white folk on welfare than black people. See, a lot of people think it's black folk. We only 12% of the country. So what about the other 88%? You know, it's more poor white folk than anything. Um, well. But see, this is by design. As long as you can listen to me, y'all. As long as you can keep people dependent on it, you got to control over them. If you keep people dependent, their everyday survival is depends on you. You got control and you can manipulate them. See, you can control them. And this is what I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you. Okay? I'm telling you. Well, I have somebody say, I would love for you to interview a black father that is doing this to see what the mindset is. Man, you gotta listen to me, y'all. You have a lot of people that are manipulating the system. Okay? You got a lot of people manipulating the system. In some of these houses where They say, ain't nobody staying. It's a man up in there. It's a man up in there. Believe me. You ever notice they still keep making babies? Where they making them babies at? It's a man up in there somewhere. And people know how to manipulate the system. See, that's one of the things that you haven't addressed. People know how to manipulate the system, man. They know how. I had a lady today, she called me. She texted me. She's out in California. And this radio station in town is doing some work. And I donated, when I first started my tours, man, I donated almost $5,000 worth of tours to them. 3 days, day and night, for their radio station, and I didn't even benefit from it. And she called me up and she said, are you willing to help them? I said, absolutely not. I'm not willing to help them do nothing. And she called this, she said, oh, they're under new management, and called this one lady's name that made my skin crawl. And I said, I know if she up in there, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Don't want to have nothing to do with it. She said, well, did you need a van? Why didn't you apply for some COVID? I said, because I would have had to lie to get it. See, it's a lot of people out here got some COVID money for their business, and they lied to get that money, and they looking over their shoulder. See, I'm not going to lie to get none of that COVID money. No, they didn't. No, man, that's the worst. It was only a win for them. It wasn't a win for me. I ain't getting no business out of that, man. And I said, never again. Never again. I wouldn't do that ever again. They used the hell out of me. And never again. That's all. I'm just saying, you know, when people have a see, people forget about when they take advantage of you, when they need you again. Okay? Yes, a lot of them people got caught, man. Out here trying to get that code because it was too easy. It was too easy. And they lied to get it. And I said, no, man, I ain't telling no lie. I ain't gonna do no lie about this. No, I'm not doing it. And just to get a little money. No, I'm not lying for that, man. No, you can have that. I just do without. I done made it this far. Shit, I keep on going. You know, you never know, man. Somebody might look up and say, hey, I got a truck for you. Come over here and get it. See, you don't know, man, where it is. No, it's not worth the risk. Okay? But y'all, listen. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not a Joe Rogan fan. But if you're going to pull down his work because he used the N-word, then you need to pull all that music down too that's using the N-word. And that's your bread and butter. See, that's Spotify's bread and butter. That music, that's their bread and butter. You see? They don't want to take down that music. And all them boys doing is killing each other. The most dangerous profession a black man can get right now is a rapper. Let me say that shit again. No, I'm not on Spotify. The most dangerous profession a black man could enter into right now is a rapper. And look at all them young boys want to be one. And it's the most dangerous profession in the black community. And all of them want to be a rapper. And ask yourself, man, if it's that dangerous, why do all these young boys want to still run to that? Because they know if they got a pocket full of money, they can get a pick of the litter of any woman they want. That's what they know. Cause you got some women right now that looking for somebody to support them. You see? And they use childhood, babies, as a safety net. See, that's what this I think that's him. I think that's that's the only Ludwig I know. Okay? See, we ain't talked about that. How many of these young girls that are using that child support as a safety net, you know, getting pregnant by these young boys and just so they can get some child support. You see, we don't even discuss that. So no, man. If you're gonna take down Joe Rogan's stuff, you need to take down everybody's. It's just that simple. You need to take down everybody. You know, why isn't the music offensive? And see, when you start asking these kind of questions, people want to label you crazy. See, when you start asking these kind of questions, you sick. You know, you ain't wrapped tight mentally when you start asking questions. This is how people want to discourage you and denigrate you and demoralize you. And right now, man, come to think of it, I honestly believe that the reason a lot of these people, especially around this January 6th insurrection, haven't been arrested is to demoralize the public. Yeah, they will discredit you. See, because once you get demoralized, you like sheep, man. You're like sheep. When you're demoralized, you ain't got no more fight. When you're demoralized, and I think man, Austin, Texas is visiting my website, trueconductor.tv right now. And that's what I think is the problem. We got too many people demoralized, man. They don't have no hope, no kind of hope. None whatsoever. They don't believe in nothing. They ain't got no hope for nothing. They don't have no future because they've been demoralized. And I think, and all of this confusion that's going, I think it's done to demoralize us, man. So to take away from, they'll be able to do whatever they want. Because we ain't going to put up no fight. Man, look at what they're doing in Canada. Notice, listen, they taking over Canada with them trucks. Notice, you don't even see that on the news. What they're doing in Canada, you don't even see on the news. Have you noticed that? Okay. All right. So, man, I'm telling y'all, either you gonna stand up or you gonna be on your knees forever. It's just that simple, man. You either gonna stand up or you gonna be on your knees forever. And some of y'all enjoy being on your knees because you ain't accountable when you're on your knees. And this is what we need to get away from, man. We need to become accountable now. We need to ask questions now. And again, I ask, ain't the one solution to this virus? You mean tell me they only got one solution to it? That's a first. Everything else in the world has more than one solution. Why is it this virus only has one solution? Think about that for 1 minute. Why is there only one solution for this virus? And anytime you go against that solution, you're crazy. You're unpatriotic. Because you ask questions. Why is that? Why is that? See, this is all I'm asking. Okay? Hey, man, um, I'm going to get ready to go down by the White House. Again today. Next Monday, I got my first tour. I got my first tour on Valentine's Day. It's my first tour for Black History Month. Valentine's Day, man. You know, I asked people, I said, man, help me buy a van. See, if you go to my website, dcblacktours.com, and I had some bullshit up, I can understand you saying, nah, man, look at my website and see if I'm serious. You said, and I told you, man, they repossessed my trucks. I lost both of my trucks in 2017. I got where my picture at? Where my picture at? I had both of my trucks, man. What I do with my pictures? Well, here they go, right here. Man, these are this was a 2014 Mercedes Sprinter, and this was a 2015 Ford Transit van. I got both of them repossessed in 2017. Man, that broke my heart. My heart was broken because I took pride in my trucks. And a guy that I used to help, oh, business, yeah, that's why I got that featured in. That's how I got featured in this article right here. So, so I used to help, man, because I always look professional. And anybody that wanted to impress always called me. Because my truck was always clean and I always got out looking like this. Okay, so when they wanted to impress, they called me. And I had a guy come up and say, man, where you been? I said, they repossessed my trucks. He said, why didn't you tell me? I said, well, it is what it is. And he said, well, help me. No, it didn't help at all. Didn't help at all. I just knew, man, when I was featured in the Washington Post magazine, this article right here, man, I just knew my business was going to take off. Bam. That's it. Bam. Just like that. I was like, damn. Didn't get nothing out of that article, man. But I couldn't stop. I had to keep on going. I just had to keep on going, and that's what I do, man. I just know how to survive. I just know how to survive, man. That's the only way I can tell you. Only reason I'm still here, I just know how to survive. By the grace of God, man. You know? By the grace of God. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still here, by the grace of God. And then I even got bolder. And I said, man, I'm going to honor the Sabbath, which is Saturday. I don't do no tours. I don't do tours on Friday night. And I don't do tours Saturday during the day. To honor the Sabbath. And people, that's your busiest time. But hey, man, if God can't bless me for honoring the Sabbath, I won't get blessed. No, Tom. See, Tom, I would expect something from somebody like you that ain't never created nothing. See that statement shows me you ain't never created nothing. So that doesn't feel. I'm not surprised. That's all you showing me. You ain't never created nothing. Because if you had, you'd have never made that statement. And you showing your ignorance, Tom. I just let you out too. I just let you out, buddy. And you want to come up here acting crazy already. You just got out of jail. And look at you. You up in here already. I mean, I don't know what to do with you, Tom. I don't know what to do. Anyway, look, y'all, I gotta go get laid up. Okay? So I go down here by the White House today. And you know, I I I, I, I told y'all, see a lot of people laugh at me about my bucket at the White House. But yesterday when I got down there, before I could even get set up, two homeless people came by looking in my bucket. I said, one lady said, "Can I get $1?" Yeah, go ahead, get $1. Then another guy came by and looking in the bucket. I said, "It should be $3 in there left because I ain't had before in there." I said, "Go and get him." Tom, 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 Tom. You ain't created nothing, my friend. You're not a creator. You're not a creator, Tom. There's nothing you can tell me right now that you created, Tom. If I ask you, Tom, what have you created? Crickets. Nothing. Because if you tell me, I'm going to Google it to see if you're telling the truth. So you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing you done created, Tom. But see, I bless people out my tip jar. That's the difference in me and you. I bless other folk. I bless her. So I'm sitting there and uh um I just bless people, man. I like blessing folk. I like blessing people. I give to man. I was in a grocery store and this lady, she must have had probably about $20 worth of stuff. I had some kombucha and some avocados, and she was in line. And she said, "That's all you got? You can get in front of me." I paid for her stuff. That's how I roll. She was nice enough to let me in front of her. Man, God said, bless her. And it just so happened, it was from some of the money. You see, you work for a living. That's right, you're a job. You're a slave. I ain't surprised. That's why I know. I told you, you ain't never created nothing. Because your philosophy is go to school, get you a good education, and get a good job. That's your mindset. You got to have them benefits, man. You need that security net. And that security net is a job. That's it. And Tom, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody ain't cut out to be entrepreneurs, man. Everybody's not cut out to be an entrepreneur. But you ain't in no position to throw no stones, man. You ain't no position to throw no stones at nobody. So anyway, Man, thank y'all for listening to it, brother. Okay. Um, man, see, Tom, this is little dick energy I'm talking about. See, anybody can nitpick, man. So that's how I know you're a petty person. Cause you nitpick, man. You hold on to shit that you want to make a point with. You be nitpicking, and your life is just as fucked up. That's the sad part about it. Your life is just as fucked up. But yet you want to sit here and nitpick and point at somebody else what they are or are not doing. And your life is just as fucked up, my friend. Now tell me I'm wrong. Tom, your life is fucked up, buddy. That's why you up in here with me. Because your life is fucked up. I don't have to tell you the good deeds I do, man. God see my good deeds. I don't have to tell you. God see them. Okay? God see them. That's all. And because I don't want to let nobody use me, and you got a problem with that, that's your problem. It's your problem, man. Just that simple. So anyway, hey, listen, y'all. Let me get down here to the White House. That's what I got to do. I see y'all. While I'm going. Me put a title on this. There we go. I ain't broke, man. I ain't broke. I don't know why you think I'm broke. Why you think I'm broke, man? Why you think I'm broke, man? I ain't broke. I am not broke. Now, why you think I'm broke? I may not have as much money as you, but I ain't broke. I don't know why you think I'm broke, bro. I ain't got as much, might not have as much money as you yet, but that's coming too. The money is coming. The money is coming. It's coming. My van coming. My dinnerware is coming. All of the other ideas. My NFTs are coming. Okay? Dude, do I look like I'm hurt? I mean, honestly, Tom, do I look like I'm hurt, dude? Do you look like you got me rattled? Ain't nothing you can say, man, that's gonna affect me. Nothing you can say, dude. Nothing. There's nothing you can say. Okay? So what's your point? What's your point? I'm entertaining you. What's your point, Tom? What's your point? Really? Prove it. Prove it. You say your life ain't fucked up? Prove it. Wait. Where you at? You say your life ain't fucked up? Prove it. Where you at? You gone? Oh, wow. Oh. Now that you gotta see. Now that you got to come up with some shit, you gone. You gone now. You done. See. Now that you had to fess up and put some shit on the table, now you run. You gone. You gone. Uh, so let me explain to you. See, when the Bible say judge not or you shall be judged, it's talking about condemnation. See, that's the judgment the Bible is talking about right there. Condemnation. But you can have an opinion about anybody. But when you start condemning folk, that's where you run into a problem with God, when you condemning people. But you're supposed to be able to come to a conclusion, which is a judgment. Anything else, Tom? I since you know, like I see you nitpicking. So what else you want to nitpick about what I said and what I did? And notice it's always about the bad stuff, Tom. You never nitpick about nothing good I do, Tom. Have you noticed that? It's always about something negative, Tom. Why is that? Why is that, Tom? Why is that? You still there, buddy? With your little dick energy, you still up in that, Tom? I didn't think so. Let me go. See y'all later.